Ooh. How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here. We're on the 100, episode number 7 of season 2, which is called Long Into an Abyss. So, everyone's been evicted, basically. Lexa, the commander, I think, of the Grounders, she's basically said, get off my lawn. And, you know, or you'll die. So get off my lawn or you'll die. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how things goes now that Kane and Jaha have encountered the Grounded commander. And Jaha's been let go to tell him to get away, and you'll live. If not, you'll die. So wonderful stuff. Meanwhile, we had a lot of crazy stuff going on in the last episode, especially with Lincoln being turned into a Reaper, which is pretty great, wasn't it? Not just that though, but we're going to try and find our way into Mount Weather to try and rescue the others. It's going to be very, very hectic to see where things go, especially with that ultimatum, get off my lawn. So yeah, but yeah, with that said, let's just waste no time, delve into the 7th episode. The extended reaction is, of course, on Patreon. But yeah, with that said, let's go.
I call that sacrifice.
Oh, bullshit. She's in pain. And you're subjecting an innocent to torture as a means of a sacrifice. More than mountain men deserve a club in the head.
Without bloodshed.
And where's Marcus now? In prison still?
Yeah, but this is not their Earth. And like what ever happened to sharing is caring?
If we run, who's gonna rescue them?
You weren't there, Abby. I saw them.
Oh, Jaha, come on.
Since childhood to fight and die for their cause. And as we speak, they are marching on this camp.
But is it right?
When I tell you.
But I heard of a place. A city of light. It's across the dead zone.
Ah, yes, the city of light.
Because we made it here. I have faith. And right now, given the alternative, that's good enough for me.
Not for us.
Oh. I mean, you can see why Jaha's coming from.
If we leave here, what happens to our people in Mount Weather?
As your mother said.
Here we go again.
It's okay. It's okay. It's been restrained.
It's absolutely terrible.
I can't believe we're back here again. Can you help?
Yeah, I know, it's deja vu, isn't it? Only this time he's just lost the plot. Oh boy. I don't like how the camera keeps panning to the restraints. It makes me think it's gonna break. All hell will break. Well, all hell has broken loose for Lincoln.
Needle marks.
You think he's being drugged?
Maybe.
There we go. That's what I was worried about. Oh no! Ooh, Melody! Oh! Holy shit! Holy shit! Fucking hell!
Bone marrow.
Oh, come on! Come on!
There's 382 of us. That's roughly 8 procedures for each of the kids.
You didn't answer my question.
Every one of the 47 would die.
He'll never go for that.
You have to convince him. Kate.
Oh, piss off! Oh, is this the signal? I thought it was more to do with... Oh, oh, it's him! Well, to me... See, okay, this is the problem. You creep up on people and expect things to be okay. It won't be!
The commander is true to her word. If you do not leave, you will die. Octavia.
Is it true?
Yes. Death is the only way.
Hold on.
There could be a way to bring him back.
None that I've ever seen.
We have to go. The camp's leaving.
Nothing's impossible.
We have to stop.
Oh shit! Finn, that was the worst mistake ever! Shit! Shit! Everything's just going on. Had to. Come on, Lincoln. Come on. Fight's not over yet.
He was dead.
And now he's alive! Very observant.
You've tried bringing Reapers back before? And they died like this.
Oh, so he's the first.
Lincoln's savable. And so are you. Now, come on. We have to hurry.
He's not like a bad person, Finn. Made a really terrible and heinous choice, but he's got guilt at the end of the day.
Eve,
Why can't you watch the whole?
I'm the mastermind. Just go watch the whole. Come on.
I'm sure she's got some really incredible talents too that might come in useful in this situation. No, she already does. She's just very observant.
Password protected.
We'll see about that.
They said it wouldn't amount to anything. Give the order.
But you know Chancellor, so...
No.
Ooh.
I am the elected Chancellor of the Ark.
Not
I'm
yet.
not gonna let you risk the lives of my people. Do you understand? I'm gonna ask you once again. Give the order to begin the Exodus.
No.
Damn,
you
put
sure
her
yet?
foot down.
Right now, Major, or the blood of everyone in this camp will be on your hands too.
What is this? Jaha, come on.
Major Byrne, Sergeant Miller. Put Chancellor Jaha in the stockade.
They're having a crisis at the minute. Like, what do I do?
Yes, ma'am.
First time I'm cheering for Byrne. This is the thing, Jaha doesn't know shit.
Reapers. I can turn them back.
Impossible.
Look, will you stop doubting every
I've done it.
freaking shit?
That traitor is the reason that village was slaughtered by your people.
Plenty!
Tell her. Girl needs, you know, to chill.
We deserve this. We are the keepers of history. What we've done to the outsiders has corrupted our legacy. I can't go down that road any further.
Good on Dante. Shame that he'll probably
Dad.
die because
Dad,
nobody's gonna take his
Please.
rejection.
the answer is no.
Good on Dante. You surprised me this season so far.
He's going.
No, it's not possible. You're wrong.
Oh no! Oh, this is pants. Oh, Octavia. Oh, this is gonna be. Oh man.
And you're out of time.
Come on, Lincoln. Surprise everyone. Oh, CPR, not, well, defibrillator, should I say.
Again.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god. Now, what, you put it down. Are we gonna stop doubting her now? See? so great for Octavia, though.
I just want to go home.
So do they.
I know.
This is...
So do we.
This is bullshit.
I just want to go.
You're killing... Oh my... These bastards need to be put down. Let's have a grounder 100 human combination. Slice them up. How do they like it?
You may have your truce.
Thank you.
I just need one thing in return.
There's always a catch.
Tell me.
Deliver me the one you call Finn.
Oh!
Our truce begins with his death.
They always have to make things difficult, don't they? Oof. I mean, I can't really blame them for being a bit angry with Nico. Everyone being pissed off with what he did. But it doesn't make it easy for the 100, does it? Like this whole, I want to execute him, like, deal. Like, there's people that still care for Finn still. So not used to it being dark, like at 3 coming into 4 p.m, but yay, winter. Anywho, yeah, we're at a bit of an ultimatum with Finn now. The way I see it, it's going to be this lives of the few, lives of the many situation. The lives of the many outweigh the lives, in this case, it's Finn who's the lives of the few. If we want to get this grounder, Sky people relationship on the works, like, I guess Finn has to die, won't he? Although I'm sure there's going to be a bit of conflict going on regarding, Clark not wanting Finn to... she's not going to straight up say, okay, Finn, someone's going to, die and all of that, so... Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Finn might have another idea going on, like he might choose to accept death, considering the fact that, he's... as you see in this episode, he was feeling... he was still reeling in the effects of what he did to the grounders, the children, the elders, everyone. So he might see this as his sentence, like his rightful, the right justice to what he's done, since he's feeling a lot of guilt, even though Clark's reassured him that, you're still savable. You're not, and that's the thing, he's not really a bad person, is he? At the end of the day, he was just thrown in. I mean, he's done some shitty things, not just the attack with the grounders, but personally as well, like with that decision to, create this love triangle with Finn and Raven, with Finn, Clark and Raven. So he's not really the sharpest tool in the shed, but he does. He still has humanity in him. Unlike, Dr. Singh and Cage, who are just complete arseholes, aren't they? Complete arseholes. They've got no humanity whatsoever, and their goals are more selfish rather than, they do one thing and it's not like they will lose sleep over it, whereas Finn, he's losing sleep at the minute. So yeah, it's really, really, difficult to think about how this might pan out. I think Finn might have to die, because I don't think, the grounders are going to take, another option, because, they are pretty serious people. Some might say they're grounded people. I'm kidding. I'll leave. No, they are not really easy to please, especially, Lex's partner, Indra, was it? Who just doubts everything. Like, she was, like, absolutely skeptical. Like, someone just needs her to chill. Like, give her a drink, give her, I mean, times will be tough in this day of age, but give her something to chill with, and, yeah. Someone needs to be a bit happier. But thankfully, Lexa, was convinced by Clark, so... great stuff there. Because if Indra was in charge, then, everyone, helpful would probably be dead or whatever, because she just doubts everything. She's doubting life. That's the gist of it. I don't think there's going to be another option for Lexa or the Grounders, particularly. So Finn might have to give up his life, which might be a bit poop, but yeah, I mean, there's no reasoning with the Grounders after, what he did to them. Like, they are his people. Like I said, they're not really they're really hard to persuade, and, they're not exactly chill people to begin with, so it's gonna be as hard to forgive compared to the Sky People / the 100 / whatever you want to call them. It's going to be very, very interesting going into the next episode. Same with the people at Mount Weather, Jasper and co. Now that, one of their friends has died because of this whole sacrifice idea, and, this is what I'm going on about. Like, Finn will lose sleep, but, people like Dr. Singh, people like Cage, they're not going to lose sleep over what they are doing. It's a sacrifice for them. They've got more of a selfish ambition, with their goals, with what they do, with the horrific acts they commence. There is no guilt. It's all for the betterment of them, and it's just sickening to see, like, this vulture-like ambition that they are on. Like, the 100, the Grounders, they are just playthings for them at the end of the day. I mean, they are rosying up they were rosying up the 100, but as soon as they found out, okay, the blood's not working, let's kill them. There was no regret. There's no, like, well, here's the thing. They could choose to live inside, Mount Weather. They don't want that, though, but they could choose to if they had some morality in them. Unfortunately, they don't, and they just want to live, they want to live on the outdoors. I mean, if you want to keep some humanity in you without resorting to, because we like, as the human race, we all have that option to do something, to create a better, like, for example, I guess it's a shitty comparison, but you could physically choose to stock up on anything, I guess, to rob a bank or something for a better tomorrow for you financially. But it's wrong. It's wrong. It's shitty because, there needs to be more thought placed into this, contrary to, harvesting the lives of the 47 for the betterment of, Mount Weather. But you get what I mean. You can because here's the thing, you can choose to still experience outdoors and, let the 47 live as long as you time it right, because they can only survive on the outside for a few minutes. And I would choose that. I would choose that than, drag my name in the dirt, and, tarnish what it means to be human, I guess. I would choose, I mean, I don't go outside much anyway, so, woo. No, but you get the idea. I would rather choose that as a more humane option. Like, okay, I can only go outside for a limited time, but at least I'm still, at least I can still go outside, I guess. It's just going to be a limited time unless I want to die. But yeah, you can see their ambitions. Their ambitions are obviously different to mine, because I'm not a sick psychopath. Or am I? I'm kidding. No, it's just wrong. It's just sick. And it's great to see Dante. It's just not having any of it. Like, he's like, I don't want to do this, which is a nice turn of expectations, because I thought he was going to be absolutely sick. I thought he was going to be, the main person you have to take down, but it seems like he's going to die. Like, I have a feeling that, I think I said this in the last episode, but I think there's going to be a chance for, his son to overthrow him. And, he's way, like, I guess he's lost the plot. He's in way over his head, thinking this is an inhumane option. So he's going to get rid of him. And, there's no complications with Singh and Cage if Dante's out the picture. So, yeah, Finn and Dante, it's not looking rosy for them at the minute, but we have hope. I mean, we had hope today because Lincoln got saved. I mean, I thought that would be it because it's such a tragic story with Octavia and Lincoln. It's more like Romeo and Juliet. I mean, I said this way back when, but it wasn't on the reaction itself because 10-minute limit and all of that. So yeah, I think it wasn't. But anyways, I said that, with the Grounders and the Sky People, it's like Romeo and Juliet, the Octavia Lincoln, relationship, especially with, how complicated things are, but they still love each other. And it looked like it was going to be that there anyways, with Lincoln just dying, but thankfully, thanks to a little, I guess, homemade, well, I wouldn't say homemade, but an improvisation to defibrillators, thanks to Abby, he was able to survive. It's a nice little thing, though. It's a nice little gift to the Grounders to turn the Reapers into Grounders, so we can undo the damage that the Mountain Men have done. So, yeah, I really, really, liked that part of the stories, especially with how that intertwined and how we can find a better solution than just leave or die, which I'll get onto in a minute as well, because there was complications with Jaha and Abby, which, I mean, Jaha, well, I may as well just get it out of the way now. I mean, Jaha, I can see what he's trying to do with this leadership thing, but he doesn't know shit. So I was like thinking, okay, he's basically got a sword against his throat, and he's thinking, well, some people might, contradict my thought about he doesn't know shit, because he's wanting, the survival of the human race. But there's more history with Clark and the Grounders, and Abby's buying into, Abby has faith in whatever Clark decides is best against the Grounders, whereas Jaha doesn't. I guess it might be tied to that, mother-daughter relationship. Yeah, but Jaha is taking this as an easy option, whereas Clark is, thinking more broadly. You can't blame Jaha for resorting like this, but he needs, I don't know, I was just hoping for him to have a bit more faith in Abby, and, just stay put, but he's always been about the survival of his people. Problem is, though, he was objecting I think he was objecting the idea of trying to find another solution than just leave or die. And I'm just referring back on when we brought the Ark down to Earth. Now, in theory, that could kill everyone. Now, I know there was that saying that, okay, some will die, some will live, but it could have been a lot worse, and this hasn't happened before, so this was, bringing the Ark down to Earth was a risk that could potentially kill everyone, in my eyes. But we had a bit of faith, and like we did in this episode, faith paid off, especially so. I don't know, I was a bit like, Jaha, just leave it to the professionals. I know you want the survival of your people, but please. So I can understand why Jaha was like, oh, let's, we're not staying here for a second longer. We want to survive. Yeah. But, I don't know. I was just like, Jaha, just leave it to Clark and Abby. I know you want the survival of your people, but, these people have a bit more history, so I say we listen to what's the best decision for them. Because really, Clark has all the intel, and if she, let's say she thought she would agree with Jaha, then, how to, that's the best idea to listen to, because Clark has more of a history of Grounders than anyone here, and Abby's starting to realise, okay, well, if Clark thinks this is the right option against the Grounders, then it seems reasonable, I guess. I guess that's my summary of it. But like I said, I can understand why Jaha's wanting survival, but, you know, Clark's got all the goods about, you know, I think Clark needs to have a say, if anything. Like, he should listen to what Clark thinks is best, and then we can all be happy. So yeah. But yeah, go back to Octavia and Lincoln. Yeah, I thought Lincoln was done and dusted there, because, I mean, this seemed like a very, very complex situation, especially with, you know, how much. I'm just wondering how much shit the drug did to Lincoln, and it seemed like a really, really complex thing to begin with. So I'm glad that Lincoln pulled through. But yeah, we got ourselves a nice little thing. Only Finn has to die, so gulp. But apart from that, I really, really liked it, as well as the parallels to episode 7 of the last season when Lincoln was chained up and a few people were around him. And funnily enough, this was more of a life or death situation, I guess. I mean, fixing Lincoln to save everyone, because, well, everyone would have legged it, but further on, they wanted to prove that the Reapers could be turned back into the Grounders, and it was a literal life or death situation. I know I'm going off the cuff here, but I mean, I'm just thinking, you know, that it was very, very tense then, and it's very, very tense now with a life or death situation, and you know, death has been warranted on, you know, the people. Well, on 2 occasions in this episode. First, leave or die, and then the second, you know, if this doesn't work, then we'll kill you, basically. So, death, life or death is on the line for both, for the Sky People in both episodes, both last season and this season, with Lincoln being chained up. So, yeah, it was, I think, Clark even, you know, went meta and say, yeah, so we're just this area again. Wonderful. So yeah. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what happens next. Will Finn die? Will Indra chill out for once? And, you know, will Jasper and Co... Well, they've got to find their friend first, although they won't like the results, will they? But, I mean, they are trying to find their way to escape now that, you know, they've got the truth that everyone's alive and well, so, woo. But, like I said, they've got to find their friend first. And, you know, they're going to be in for a shock. Because she's dead. All in the name of science. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. And I will see you guys next time. Toodles!